John, what did it mean to you to play your final home game and get to where 31 on the track bench?
Oh, it was unbelievable. Time flew by, and it was great that we went out on the win, and wearing number 31, it meant so much to me. You know, Justin Simmons wore last year, and I respect the kid so much, and I love his game, so anything I can do to be like him, honestly, it felt good to wear.
Hold on, wait for the mic.
John, you were one of the first recruits under transition from Spaziani to Adazio. You've been here from the bowl games to last year's. How much does it feel having this last home game of big interception, making plays all around the field, and just literally having that crowd seem to really get into this game?
Oh, it means a lot. You know, when Coach Adger first got here, we got off to a great start, and as you said, last year it was a little different. So I think just leaving a legacy behind and get back to a bowl game, it'll mean a lot to the program to elevate the program to where it needs to be.
Just talk about the turnovers and the pressure, and were they kind of just interrelated? It all come from that?
Oh, absolutely. The quarterback was young. We knew that coming into the game, so we had to get good pressure on him and alter his reads, slow him down a little bit, and like you said, the pressure caused him to release it early, and we just took advantage of it.
There was a receiver, Thomas. He was one of the top statistical receivers in the game, and you guys pretty much shut him down. I think he had 7 yards until the last drive. What were you guys able to do to shut down? It's been a very dynamic wide receiver in Noel Thomas.
We just had to stay true to our technique. To be honest, he's a great receiver. Don't get me wrong, but you know when you apply your technique that you practice every day in practice, it can slow a guy like that down. And he was probably like, I don't want to say the only threat, but he was the biggest threat. So we took him out the game. We knew it would be easy from there.
Around almost the second quarter, you guys were starting figuring out his timing routes. You guys were jumping on routes. What was he doing, or what were you guys doing that all of a sudden it seems like you were in his head and figuring out what he was going to do before you did it?
I think we can credit that to preparation, you know, during the week. Like I said, he's a young quarterback. They didn't want to give him too much to work with. He only had a certain amount of concepts to work with. So once we recognized formations and splits, we could jump on the routes.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.